Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. This time he wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Anderson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the counter. Fighting off the defender. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. And he'll be brought down. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Pocket breaking down. Working that left side now. There he goes. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Reed. Got a man. It's Craver. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama, big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch of this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop. You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing Reed. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Reed. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Rodriguez. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. Off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Skinner. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Fires on the move. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
This quarterback, man, is scary fast. I think sometimes it's too fast. I think on a play like that, sometimes when you're on the run, you just want to sort of settle yourself a little bit, get your feet under you so you can make a more accurate throw.
He'll set up to throw. Rushes on him. Finds some time. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Touchdown, Wildcats. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Here's the pressure. He's going to take off. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Turning on the Jets. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Here's Reed to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
That's an interesting play call there because I think with the 3rd and long situation, a lot of people probably thought they were going to throw it. Instead, they hand it off, and great job by the offensive line. And after that run now, they're set up in 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie!
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Comes from inside his own 5. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for room. It's Barnes.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. Oh, what a cut! Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Baxter.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Running inside, it's Barnes. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's 1st down at the 27. Wildcats signal for a timeout, that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Here's a heat. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on 2nd and short. Kentucky spends its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll run it with Baxter. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Just enough time for 1 final play in this half. On the move, it's Edwards. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Washington State Cougars taking on the number 15 team, the Washington Huskies.
He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And I really like the decision-making of the quarterback right there. And you're probably going, well, I know the running back. He's the one who made the catch and got the big gain, got the first down. But I like the way he saw the matchup, understanding I got speed over the middle of the field. I got the matchup I want. He runs the angle route, delivers the football, and they get the big play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Quarterback may change this route. Play fake, Reed. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Reed. Moving out to the right. Turning it on. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The Aggies trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Back to throw, it's Reed. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Reed. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Bringing the heat. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down, and you don't see the defense sprinting.
They brought the heat, and they get him on the ground. And a fourth down sack stops this drive cold. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop him. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail.
Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie. And they take it in for 6 more points. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
To the air on second down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Gets away from one, finds room. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
The quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got him in the flat. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth.
And really nothing else the quarterback could have done there. He wanted to throw the ball further downfield, obviously, to move the sticks, but the defense just took everything away. So we had to check it down, and the defense was able to rally, now setting up fourth.
And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Throwing Reed. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Upstairs to make the catch. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Got the quick pass. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. This quarterback part of their running game. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Aggies. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a score. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, adds the lead for his team. We've still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Handoff for Baxter. Got enough for the first. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Trying play action. Dances away to buy time. Hit as he throws. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Trying to escape and get it himself. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. And the Wildcats are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Anderson.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, You sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you. You just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in, it's Anderson.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Wildcats are right back on top.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. The run inside. It's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Here's Reed to throw. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
He wants to change this route. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. He's going for it all. Leaping grab for a big gain. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Direct snap. Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Miller. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it.